All right, guys, I got the stream started. Good morning, everyone. I don't know if we're live. Last time it took about 3-4 minutes until the stream actually went live. So I'm just going to kind of give it a few minutes here. Again, I'm not sure if I'm live. So I'm just going to... All right, guys, see a comment that says I am live. Okay, so I guess I'm live. It's really weird. It says I'm live on YouTube. Yesterday it said I was live, but when I watched the live stream the next day, apparently like 4 or 5 minutes were totally missing, and I don't know. All right, sweet. So we are live. I'm looking at CNET right now. Might be a quick pullback on this one. It's done a lot of consolidation. It had a really nice first leg. So I like what I'm seeing here on this ticker. Didn't want to get super aggressive on this little pullback here. It went to 292. I thought I could maybe jump in it early, but that's literally what I just did on NTEC, and I got skunked here, and I lost about 250 bucks on this trade. So I'm up right now 60 bucks, but I was up over 300 bucks on this pullback because I actually bought really aggressively right here at like 92 and then averaged down a little bit because we've been seeing some really hot momentum and some really good continuation. So on this trade, it would have literally been the same, and this time it would have kind of worked out. But this is such a slow mover. Who knows? Maybe I would have got shaken out as well. So yeah, it's a hot market, guys. When you see a ticker start running, you almost just have to blindly jump on it. Every time you wait for the pullback, sometimes it gets a little bit shaky. I've noticed. I've said this many times in the past. So nothing really new there. But again, you can see these really nice breakouts. That's when you got to get aggressive, and then you wait for these kind of pullbacks, and then they really don't work out too much. Here again is another example. So just crazy stuff. Wouldn't be surprised if CNET was going to have a little bit more difficulties here. I'm going to remove my limit order for now. So first of all, guys, good morning. Welcome back to the stream. It's Wednesday. It's December 9th, 8:50. So we got plenty of time till the market opens. I'm starting here like 10 minutes early. So yeah, let's review some tickers and then dive into maybe what the overall market's doing. SPY is up just slightly, so nothing really too crazy there. I gotta say, the swing trades, we were talking about in pre-market this morning in the chat room. You know, we start the chat room usually around 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. A few of you guys were in there already, but man, QS, perfect example of a ticker. We've been, constantly too conservative to buy. And today it's up 30. It was up 40%. Right now it's up 34%. So it's just like, hit $80. Remember, we were watching this whole entire area here, just like, oh, maybe it's gonna dip below 30. Nope. So man, these hot EV stocks, man, there is no time to sandbag on them. It's just like buy. XBIO looks kind of interesting as well. Yeah, so we got a few tickers to review. Let's actually start with CNET because it's kind of popping right now, which makes it kind of an interesting ticker to review first thing. Let's put this over here. So CNET is a Chinese advertising agency company, communication services. It looks like they're launching a live streaming platform, which is kind of interesting. I gotta say, when you're on their actual website, it's extremely confusing because you wouldn't like expect a live streaming at first. But I guess they are kind of turning into a little bit more like a CNBC, and they're kind of showing what they're doing in real time, which makes sense in this world we live in. So 16 million float, 32 million market cap. I like the fact it has a catalyst. Chinese company always a bit questionable, but it has a catalyst, so that's good. Really fits our overall checklist pretty well. Let's go over here. under that 50 million float, has a news catalyst, has strong spike history. Let's actually go here. You can see there's a lot of former spikes on this one, and right now this ticker is roughly at $3. So there's big support right here, and I think we have good room to run to at least 4. You could see we had that pre-market high right at 355, so that's looking good. It's a fast mover. I like this one, and ideally between $2 and $7. It's holding its high as well. I mean, this hits a lot of check marks, so I'm really a big fan of CNET. Ooh, actually, we probably could have got filled on this trade right here if I left my trade, but whoop. Oh well. 1AP Pro says NTEC got him too. Yeah, NTEC, NTEC, let's just say. Yeah, you know, I had a few good trades on this one. I was up like a decent amount, and then this last little trade here got me a little bit too much sell volume there. I should have been quicker to cut my losses on this one. I ended up cutting my losses at a pretty poor spot here at 760, which is a little bit unfortunate because actually right after I cut my losses, it kind of went back to, you know, it went back to an okay price. I don't know, who knows what would have happened. Maybe I would have not cut my losses here. I was waiting for maybe a breakout, and then I would have even had to cut worse losses. You just never really know, so I can't really dwell on it. Either way, it was a losing trade, so at least it didn't, you know, hurt my account too much. It was a bigger position size though. So you just gotta, you know, manage the risk. And everything right now is kind of consolidating a little bit, pulling back here. It looks like a bit of a shift in momentum. What I am going to be looking for is clearly some volume to come back and then jump on whatever, you know, is looking really hot. So let's go on NTEC. Let's review this one a little bit. NTEC is an Israel biotech company. 3 million flow, 14 million market cap. Research collaboration with GW Pharma. Cannabinoid. It's a fun word. Oh, talking about cannabinoid. I'm thinking about doing a 1 p.m. live stream today where we can all throw out our favorite cannabis tickers. Let me know what you guys think about that and if you guys would be down. Short live stream, maybe like 30 minutes or so, maybe 45 minutes if we go over a little bit. And then we'll all just kind of throw out our favorite picks, and then we could all do our own homework. And maybe I could do a video on that live stream in the future where I kind of sum up the top 3 or so from that live stream. So if you guys would be interested, let me know what you think. And yeah, maybe today we'll do that at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, calm down is down. Nice. Just Michael, sorry to hear, man. 6 red trades in a row. It happens sometimes. You got to figure out, you know, when you're on a little bit of a losing streak like that, sometimes think, you know, maybe I should take a step away. Maybe I should just calm down, use smaller position size. It's hard to say for sure. But at one point you kind of get a feeling what works best for you. Usually for me, I'll just, you know, keep trading, but I'll try to, you know, pivot a little bit, maybe stop doing the type of trades that I was doing before. Like, let's say, you know, I have 6 red breakout trades in a row. Well, let me start trading dips instead. But either way, once I hit my max stop, I'm done trading for the day. So. Oh yeah, $70 loss. Yeah, okay, no biggie. But, you know, it's all about percentages, right? So what kind of percentage loss is that? But yeah, $70 is nothing really to be too worried about, I suppose. Yeah, so right now it's kind of all calm before the storm, I feel like. We had a really hot pre-market, and today's pre-market was a bit unusual. It seemed like it was all like from 7 to like 7:50, 7:45 even. So it was a really early pre-market. Usually I feel like 8:10 to 8:40 is a bit more of the hot pre-market, but it's different every day. You don't want to be overly biased. You just want to kind of trade whatever there is, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's go here to XBIO kind of popping up a little bit, huh? USA biotech company. Nice move higher. That 5 million float. Positive phase 3 clinical data. I like that one. Kind of reminds me of yesterday's CRIS, CRIS ticker. This looks like it's going to keep going here. This is a pretty strong mover. Let's see if we can get an entry here. Near 4. Ideally under 4 would be the nice. Not sure if we're going to see that. 50. Yeah, it looks like it's still spiking here. Just watching it. Big volume, guys. Yep. 410 getting chipped. Let's see what kind of micro pullback we're going to get. Looking for an entry under 4. Entry at 406. Looking to ride this move to the upside. See what we get. Struggled a few times. My ideal entry was under 4. Might actually see that in a second here. Looking for that rip. 420. Ideally, I want to see the 420s. All right, I'm going to close this position. Break even at 406. I just want to see if we can get a better entry. Looks like it was going to pull back a little bit longer here. Let's see what we can get. There's the bit of the pullback we were waiting for. Entry at 392. Another entry at 393. Let's see if we can get that continuation this time. Love this low float. Looking for that break of 4. I'm going to take profits on this one. I'm not 100% sure on how it's moving. Feels a little bit weird. 410, want to see that crack. This could easily run to 4.5. I wasn't a big fan that we saw a flush here. So I had an entry originally here at 4.5, and then I noticed it was taking a while, so I closed out for pretty much a scratch. And then we saw a second pullback here, and then I was like, okay, this is actually the trade I wanted, and that's why I re-entered. And then it was taking too long to break 4, so I closed. I feel like I'm digging myself out of the hole because we gave back so much profit pre-market on that last NTEC trade. This could be the break. XBIO, watching. XBIO is up almost 300% here. Insane. That 7 million market cap. 5 million float. I mean, that's nothing. Man, this is shaky. This breakout is so shaky. I do like their catalyst, though. You guys can get this watch list in the video description below. It's totally free. So XBIO, USA Biotech, 5 million float, 7 million market cap, gapping up around 250% pre-market. conducted in Russia. I wonder why they're a USA biotech was from partners pivotal phase 3. I guess that's why it's their partner. That could create a little bit of uncertainty on the way this one trades. A lot of stuff selling off. FARN finding a little support. SRNE. I have not looked at SRNE. How come you're watching SRNE? What's the main reason for that? I mean, it is a gapper. It's just very, very light volume. It's not even nearly remotely the biggest gapper. But, you know, if you're swing trading, I guess that makes sense. FDA clearance to proceed with phase 1 trials. So it looks like their phase 1 is ready to go. So it's up on that. I don't see that really mounting to too much action today, especially with this much other activity. Yeah, I feel you, Michael. $9.06. Still got plenty of time till market opens. SPY here. Yesterday closed at 370. That's a pretty nice high. And then 371. It was pre-market today. Let's see if it has another continuation. I gotta say, I'm so impressed how the SPY is just really inching up here. We might have another one of these runs where it's just like very slow, but every day it's up or down just a little bit, which I would not be surprised. Unless, you know, some really drastic news comes out. CNET still holding those highs. Thanks for sharing, Micah. I like the fact that CNET is holding its highs really well at the moment. I feel like this one has that potential to really rip. Like we were talking about before, we have $3 as a really good support system right now. This one really fits almost all the checks on our watch list and our checklist. I'm not the biggest fan that it's kind of slowly getting stuck below VWAP, but you know, the fact that we had that really, really nice first leg gives me some confidence here. I mean, this leg right here was 150%. Then we sold off here a bit, around 24%. So, I mean, if we get another leg in these areas, we might be seeing move over 4 and then into the 5s or something like that. I think that's totally realistic on CNET. So let's see what kind of momentum we get out. We got huge, absolutely huge support here. So if we dip below 2.8, come back to the 9 EMA or so on the 30. So something around 2.5 could be a really nice entry on this ticker. So let's keep an eye out for that. Put an alert if we break under 74, 72. NTEC, similar situation. It's on its second leg and it's kind of just consolidating right now to the downside. I'm kind of thinking, where's the support going to be coming in on this ticker? GLSI popping up here. Quick move. Preparing to enter phase 3 clinical trials to treat similar population of moderate to severe breast cancer patients. Quick mover. I'm not usually a big fan of those in terms of trading a gapper right out of the gates. Man, SPCE has had a really nice climb here. Yeah, the Chris ticker, what was that? I think it's somewhere in this area. We were talking about it in the chat room this morning, and this was a really, really nice move to the upside. I was not trading this one at all. I was kind of focused on NTEC and a few other ones, which was worth it because we were able to walk away with this decent profit. They did come out with an offering, but the fact that it's holding its high so well after the offering gives me a bit of confidence. But they might even do a second offering. Who knows? Totally makes sense that they're doing an offering. I mean, it only makes sense. Now they hit 9 pre-market. I'm thinking we could maybe rip past 10 and hit this former floor of 1150 or so. So let's see if that happens. So right now the big question is, can we get back above 8? And if we can get back above 8, then see if we get above 9. It's a lot of tickers to watch today, guys. You have to figure out, which ticker do you like the most, which one fits your strategy the most, and then really just kind of hone in on it, wait for that good opportunity, and then try to milk it as much as possible. Because it's one of those days where it's really easy to get distracted by just so many number of different things. RCON, guys, this was a lead gapper as well, and it's kind of pulling back to some really nice support. Chinese oil and gas services company, 4 million float, 10 million market cap. They don't really have a catalyst. Newswire came out with this little update on some of the top moving stocks, and all they said is they rose, 90% plus pre-market. So that wasn't really any news, which makes me a little bit skeptical on RCON with that huge resistance right above it. But 2.5, I mean that's always a bit of a pivotal spot. So we've had many bounces here pre-market so far as well. So if 2.5 cracks, and it's only cracking lightly, it could actually be a good little accumulation spot. Looks like around 220 or so, there's a bit more support. And then, of course, at 2, that's always a important kind of whole $0.50 area to acknowledge. I could do that, only clean bangers. That's funny. I'm not always on Instagram, so give me sometimes a few days to react to like any DMs or anything. That app is dangerous, so sometimes I avoid it for a few days, especially on the weekend. All right, now you're just making me curious here. Let me quickly check because, oh, you know what it is? I think I already know. I always forget to check this. Sometimes messages come in from a source you have to like scroll to the right to see. Yeah, okay, I see some requests now. Ah, Dennis, I see you. It's only been November 20th. From California. All right, I can't write too much because it's stream time. Morning, Corey. Do you have the same name, Only Clean Bangers? Ah, there you are. Accept. What kind of outfit is this? This is like a... It's like a Gucci Harry Potter guy over here. All right, so before I miss a ticker, let's get back to it. %, 5%. NTEC is still what I think could be one of the lead gappers. It was the lead gapper really before XBIO, and then CNET. Oh man, another ticker that, you know, based on stats and the news and everything, kind of looks the most interesting. RCON kind of popping from the lows here around 2.5, which we were just talking about. It's going to be hard to kind of like pick a ticker that I really want to stay focused on. I think it's going to be really tempting to be switching around today. GLSI still popping. Wow, what a move from 5 to 36, 500% here. I was already not on board with this one when it was up like, you know, to $12. Then it had another giant pop here. 9:20. We still got plenty of time till the market opens. Well, you know, getting close to that 10-minute mark, but it's very, very quiet right now. XBIO looks like it had a bit of a fake out here, or a failed breakout, whichever you prefer to say. 13% dip was the last one, 20% dip before. Yeah, I want to be a little bit careful. Right now it's on a 10% dip or so. Yeah, the spreads on GLSI, to me, it's one of those gambling stocks where like sometimes you could really make a bunch, but you could easily give back 50%. I don't really trade it because I feel like there's not much of a strategy behind it. I might be totally wrong, and if it works for you, good for you, and you know, keep milking it. But to me, it goes against so much other stuff that we're doing here that I just kind of tend to avoid it because you can't really be consistent on a ticker like that. So I focus primarily on consistency and risk management more than anything else. Morning, Harley. Thanks, man. Nice. Good to hear RKT is back at it. All right, guys. At around 1 p.m. today, we're gonna do a little bit of a short live stream for about 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes, where we can all throw out our favorite cannabis ticker. Just while I'm in the States, I have the time to do a little bit more afternoon stuff before my whole time zone switches again. So I figured, it'd be kind of fun to throw it up there. I will. I can maybe even schedule that stream already. Let me see here. Again, I don't really want to be too distracted right now, but if I can quickly do this, I think it'd be kind of worth it. I also don't want to really confuse people, though, on like 2 streams. So maybe I'll do it a little bit later. Oh, Harley, you're so right. And, I don't deny that even for a second. That's the painful part. It just keeps going up too, huh? It's like every day. You know what? I might just put a limit order in this one and then just hope for any sort of pullback near the 9 EMA. And if it sells off even more, even if it goes back to 20, I'll just start accumulating along the way down, which I'm not. I mean, look at this buy volume. It's huge. Yeah. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You are so right. $9.22. That's a good question, Colby. To me, any ticker that had a nice run up and is actually kind of consolidating a little bit more. I like NTEC. I like CNET. Both of those I'm pretty big fans of at the moment. RCON, I was talking about this 2.5 zone for a bit, and it already had a nice little 8% pop off of that. So maybe into the open, we might have a double bottom here. So all these are tickers that I'm pretty stoked about. XBIO, I'm a little bit shakier on. You kind of a late morning, but if this thing pops above 4 or 5, I think XBIO could have a really good pop as well. You know what we didn't talk about really quickly, and I thought maybe squeeze in here. Let's quickly check out a few news articles. Oh yeah, I remember reading about this one. Some of the hospitals right now are dangerously full. I think I heard in California that they pretty much have no more hospital beds for intensive care. That's really serious. Yeah, so second time already, NPR and New York Times sharing the same article. Usually I'll spend a bit more time on this, but traveling got me a little bit off track. This is a interesting one. Elon Musk relocates to Texas. He was recently in an interview where he's talking about someone asked him, like, is the United States still the best place to innovate and start a company? And he's like, yes, but they really need to watch out regulation. And it seems like state regulation is his worst kind of fear, because some of the states he seems to be quite skeptical about, and I guess that's a big reason why he's moving out of California. So it's a bit of an article. I'm trying to find the news that's most relevant to our day trading. DoorDash. We also got Airbnb tomorrow, Thursday, going public. Oh, look, becomes the first person to receive the biotech vaccine. A lot of good articles here worth spending a bit more time into. New Apple headphones as well. Actually, there's one thing down here sometimes I like to see. Bruise bets. Tesla, 5 million share buyback yesterday. That's insane. The second in 3 months. That's absolutely crazy. And the fact that Tesla is just still blown away. People don't even care that. I mean, Tesla's doing offerings just like these small caps, but it just keeps going up. So maybe that's going to cause a little bit of dead. Sold its flying taxi unit. Uber sold its flying taxi unit. Howard Stern signed a 5-year contract with Series XS. Oh, that makes sense for him. Looks like Merkel is supporting a hardcore lockdown. A lot of corona news. 80 million people on the refugees on underway. Yeah, USA really spiking with these numbers. We got another 3 minutes here before the market opens, so let's just keep an eye on some of these small caps. Modern Good Days, yep. CNET bouncing, so you guys are calling out. Yeah, it is. Nice little crack here to the upside. We got another 3 minutes before the market opens. Don't forget, guys, don't forget to change your time of force today. I probably won't do a trade till the market opens. So just get everything ready. We're going to be looking at, you know, the lead gappers and then kind of deciding from there. I would like to see a little bit of red to green before I go long today. So that's going to be my plan. Throw my disclaimer up quickly. We got a little bit more time, boys. Gotta fill up some my tea. All right. Another minute here, guys. Good luck, everyone. I got NTEC on my main chart. RCON popping up quite nicely, so really did find that good floor around 2.5. You know, that was kind of a predictable trade, so could have maybe even done that one, but is what it is. Oh. XBIO kind of chilling here. Look at this. GLSI, really a lot of sell-offs. CNET was one of my more favorite. Good luck, everyone. Got 20 seconds. Oh, we got the water boiling in the background. That's going to hopefully not get too loud. Keep an eye on XBIO. This could rip past 4. That's going to be interesting. 450, really. Here we go. NTEC has a lot of sell volume, a lot of spikes on the sell. CNET holding this 2.8 zone. I'm watching NTEC and GNET, CNET, and NTEC for red to greens. Looks like support on CNET coming in right now. About a 6% move to the downside. I wonder if NTEC's going to break 6. That's the big question mark right now. Nice little 6% pop on CNET. Really solid. Check out the 5-minute, guys. Stay focused on the 5 minutes. Look for those entries. CNET popping. XBIO trying so hard to crack that 450. That was a good open on XBIO. Typically an open that I don't like trading, but nice to see that kind of 18% pop. Wow, look at that. Chris is above 8. That's a critical spot for CRIS. Watching NTEC getting closer to 6. Watch out, this one had a lot of failed spikes to the upside in the past. Long NTEC at 621. I think my fill was a bit premature. Looking for that break back above 640. Closing at 633. Yeah. Okay, we got this break at 640, so I sold a little bit too soon, but was happy to walk away with a little bit of profit on that one. Nice little red to green. CNET selling off here a little bit. XBIO at 4.3, guys. Looks like it's going to have that critical breakout we were waiting for. Nice move on XBIO. XBIO, this is cracking a critical 4-5 area. I want to see this. This could run all the way to 6 without major resistance. Maybe at 5, might see some resistance. But, you know, if we could crack this area a little bit better, this could be a big runner. Nice bounce on CNET. Beautiful pullback. 8% move so far. NTEC back above 6.5. This is a big spot, guys. NTEC is getting really close to a red to green. Yeah, XBIO here at 4.7. XBIO is the lead gapper on the day. Want to kind of point that out. Well, CRIS arguably is with that big dollar volume, but XBIO, kind of the new gapper up here, $100 million volume so far. Really nice. Putting XBIO on my second screen, so you guys know I'm watching that one. $5 XBIO. XBIO at 527 new high. XBIO with its first kind of pullback here after that break of 4.5. Remember, this one's on its second leg right now. After pulling back no more than like 30% pre-market. Looking really strong. New minute. New high there on XBIO, breaking 530. RCON a bit dying over here. CNET, nice move. NTEC looking a little bit shaky, possibly cracking 6. $9.40. XBI $5 might get chipped away. It's acting as support for now though. Yep, there it goes. Long at 483, XBIO, small size. Gonna give it one more attempt here to break back above 5. Selling at 504, small trade, light size, only about $2.5 thousand position size. About a 20 cents a share though trade, so not really too bad. About a 5% pop. XBIO could be a second entry. CNET with huge support right now. Oh, Corey's watching GLS. Whew. GLSI. That's a heavy one. Healthy pullback on XBIO. This could really start ripping from here. Ooh, big sell-off there. New minute on CNET. About to start. There's a lot of selling pressure on CNET though. Long CNET. Bit bigger position than I wanted. Looking for a move back above 2.8. XBIO could be a really good VWAP bounce right now. CNET still struggling. Gotta watch out with this ticker. It's down 20%. Just a big size. Got one more fill than I was looking for. Took a bit more risk on this trade than I was bargaining for. Seeing a bit of a bounce here. Looks like it could break past 65 any moment. I'm going to close this position. I'm not the biggest fan of how much risk I took on this one. Oops, didn't close. Testing at 57 again. Holding one last sell off here. Selling off too much. Giving back quite a bit of profit on this one. $2.5 is big support. This is originally my ideal entry. I had to cut my losses at 252. That was painful. Down $300 on this one, but I couldn't hold past the break of 2.5. That was my risk. So there it is. Took too much risk on that trade, and I paid for it. It is what it is. Yeah, I'd be down like $400 or $500 now if I didn't do that. So yeah, gave back pretty much all my profits on that trade just now. I've had 2 trades today where I gave back $300. So almost $300. I should be up $600 today, but I'm at total break even right now. So that's a little bit painful, I gotta admit. it is what it is. I mean, that's how it is. You know, as a day trader, you can't really. You got to manage your risk at one point. That was a big sell-off. I was really nervous that there was news, there was an offering, there was something. I mean, it's not every day that a ticker sells off this aggressively. So that's why I cut my losses. And you could see now that it was a good idea. It's always painful cutting your losses because you're selling at a low, but that's just how it goes. So yeah, total scratch day for me so far, huh? Finding support here, this 240 zone. I'm surprised. I am super surprised that this ticker has not been halted yet. Down 22%. How is this not halted? That was such an aggressive sell-off. Yep, David, that's super true. So, yeah, now back at 52. So, yeah, it is what it is, huh? Woo! What a crazy day today, huh? Yesterday was a little bit more fluid for me personally. I noticed that today, maybe, I don't know if it's the tickers or if it's a bit more me. I feel like it's a bit more me today. I feel like I'm a bit sloppy, but you got to be careful on backside moves. I've been saying this for weeks now. This is not usually the market to be buying dip trades, because once these aggressive tickers do sell off, they sell off much more aggressively than we're used to, right? So any other day, this kind of dip trade, you know, could have got me 3-4%, would have been a nice base hit. But on a day like today, it could easily be a wrecker in the wrong direction. So that's why you got to manage your risk. This is originally where I wanted to buy it, so I think that's why I held a little bit longer than I should have. So shame on me for that. But yeah, I was a little bit biased towards the upside in this 250 zone. But you could see as 250 looked like it was going to crack, I was not on board with that one. QS, nice little pop to the upside there on QS. CRIS, shaky. Man, today is a wild day. NTEC, super indecisive, this ticker as well. Yeah, Mark. CNET still having problems bouncing. I think CNET is going to bounce at one point, and whenever it does, it's going to be a really nice bounce. But look at this. It's about to go into the 40s. Oh my, I mean the 30s. Yeah, that's, you know, how long do you really want to, you know, wait and see when it's going to bounce? It's had a lot of these failed breaks to the upside, and today just looks like another one of those failed breaks to the upside. So yeah, very painful on that one. CNET down 317 on that trade. Sloppy. XBIO. XBIO is holding its highs really nicely. We want to be trading those tickers that are going up. And good call out earlier in the chat room with Laser. I didn't trade it, but it is kind of slowly going back to some possible entries. So we want to be ready to go with our swing trading account for sure. Nice, Michael. That's what I like to hear, man. Discipline king. RCON just kind of keeps on selling off, huh? CNET finding a little bit of support, maybe here in the low 30s for a quick little bounce. Man, if we were holding this one, we'd be down like 800 or so at this point. That was a bigger position size. We took on it, $7.5 thousand position size. That was kind of a bit of an accident, but I was like, okay, well, 7.5, you know, that's you know what I want in theory. I want to get to the $10,000 position size. Maybe not on that trade specifically, but yeah. So XBIO, nice little flag pattern here, guys. Worth watching. CRIS, guys, pop back above. I gotta say, this is kind of impressive, this ticker, but has a lot of these failed moves, so making me a little bit nervous. 951. David. Corey's still on GLSI. That's kind of funny. GL. Corey, I have no idea why you're trading GLSI. This is a ticker I feel like you usually avoid at all costs, but I don't know. I don't know what your angle is on that one. Whew! What an open so far. Ugh, twice today I was up $300, and then twice today I went back to break even. Man, just 2 trades. You know, if I just didn't do 2 trades, we'd be up 600 right now. I gotcha. QS is tough, man. It hit that high of 885. I don't know, man. I'm really indecisive with QS right now. I don't really feel like day trading this one. Had some nice pops here though, 12%. I mean, this thing is flying. It's such an actively traded ticker right now. That's true, Rick. Thanks, Calm Down, for the $50. I hope that means you're having a good day. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for the big support. Always the donation goat, Tyler. The donation goat. Yeah, Calm Down's always coming in hot. I really do appreciate that, man. You're holding up the whole entire channel revenue. XBIO, guys, nice little pop there. Decent volume here on this ticker. I'm a little scared that this is going to be a shakeout and it's going to be a nasty. I'm not sure if I'm going to trade this one. Oh, nice. Sweet ride, Calm Down. Watch out, XBIO had a good breakout, but it's chilling in this area for way too long. Okay, well, there's the next red candle. That red candle will get me geeking. Yeah, Calm Down. You really are the sponsor. I gotta like start shouting something out that you want me to shout out or something. XBIO. In the next few months, we should have a top sponsor thing on Trade Journal that's taking the feed from TD. From YouTube. So I need to code that together. I'm kind of stuck right now on this import data table thing right now, and it's taking me months. It's so annoying. But Trade Journal is a bit of a. Some parts sound hard, and then they're so easy, and some things sound so easy, and they take forever. That's coding for you. Jason, appreciate that. Man, what a day today, huh? Whew. I'm getting exhausted just thinking about it. NTEC actually looks kind of good again, kind of holding this area. It might flush at one point, but it seems like it might try to retest. Israel Biotech can avoid collaboration, 3 million float. It might do a VWAP retest at least once before it decides to kind of throw in the white flag. Yeah, I don't know. CNET's building a bit of a floor, guys. CNET could easily pop back to 2.5. Yeah, that's true. It could just break the 9 EMA. I don't know. This was a huge sell-off that I'm not sure if I can fully justify in terms of like understanding it. I almost felt like there was news pending, so that's why I kind of was looking away from CNET. 277 looks like, you know, if this area holds, then I wouldn't be surprised if we at least had a move above 2.4 for a second. Sell volume has gotten a bit lighter. Ooh, instantly to 225. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know. It's a ticker you can probably scalp like crazy, but you never know if you're just gonna get stuck in a 5 to 10% red candle, and there goes all your profits. And that's pretty much what happened to me today, twice. So 7% pop on QS. Healthy move there to the upside after a bull flag breakout. Let's see here, 20% move, 7% pullback. Now it's up again, 7%. Could maybe try to do a small size on CNET or QS, but basically the upside potential is 80 in my eyes. Downside, you might have to cut here in this area. It's an okay risk reward. Okay at best. NTEC trying here again. Looks like it might crack 650 and do a little bit of a move. I'm not sure if I want to get aggressive early on this one. Good to hear some of you guys are doing well. Yeah, Wild Boys, I would not be surprised. I mean, like, I don't think it will necessarily. I'm leaning more towards a sell-off, but I was so wrong on it before. I was saying that in the 30s. I was saying that in the 40s. So, if it goes now from 80 to 100, it's not like I would be surprised, but it's not like a trade I'd really be willing to take myself. Nice move there on NTEC. Bit of what I wanted here. Got in, or I didn't get in early enough. 650, finding some support, watching. Entry at 54, small size. Nope, didn't get filled. Closed my order. Thought I got filled. What? Yeah, it would have been a small trade, but could have walked away with like 3% or so if I was still holding it. Still holding it, I would have been. I wouldn't be holding past the move of VWAP. I'd be selling before the VWAP, I think. I think that's how I would have treated this one. 73. Man, oh man, what a day today. Oh yeah, quick little reminder, guys. It is, 9:59 at 1 p.m. today. 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be doing a little bit of what is your favorite cannabis ticker? What's your favorite cannabis stock? It'll be like 30-minute live stream today starting at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It'll be a fun little community thing where we could all throw out our favorite tickers. I'll make a watch list, and then we could always do our research on our own time. And I'll probably make a follow-up video on that video in the next few days as well, just to kind of like maybe do a little bit more research. Or I might do it in Berlin. I'm not totally sure, but it'll be a fun little side gig because right now in Florida, I have more of the afternoon to stream with you guys, so figured why not do it this time. All right, don't throw out all your tickers now. I can't read them now, but get ready. Maybe do some research. It'll be good if anyone could throw out a little bit more than a ticker during the stream, and we'll get a nice little watch list of cannabis tickers. Winkler might be my favorite ticker. I'd be worried why it's so long. I'd be like, what do those extra 2 LRs stand for? That's not some sort of foreign ticker, is it? Oh man, James, I like the sound of that. GoldenEye and Super Smash Bros. The best game combo ever. I'm still watching NTEC as well, Corey. I kind of wanted that first move over 6-5, and then I think I was too conservative. Man, big congrats to you guys trading QS. This has been a really good runner. I can't believe it ran again. Well, actually I can. 18% pop. Now it's at a 12% pop. This might even do a little bit of continuation here. Check out the 5-minute chart. It's pretty beautiful. We have a nice first leg here, have a little bit of a pullback, and then we have that second run. So this one's almost textbook classic. That was a big kind of reason I wanted to get long on this one, but man, I think it was those 2 losses that threw me off. I mean, those are 2 really big losses today. Nice, Jared. Carlos, same here, man. I thought that was a good trade too. I was like, there we go. Wednesday. Today, it got me good. Got me good. Today started off so strong too. XBIO. Day's not over yet. I mean, if we're just calm and collected, we wait for the right opportunity, we get aggressive when it matters, we could easily get back in real nice green territory. But at the same time, you don't want to force any trade, and it's a bit how I feel right now. I don't want to force anything that's not, looking good. Mike, that sounds really scary. XBI got cracking VWAP right now. Bit of a sell-off. This one's seeing doesn't look too good. Be careful buying the dips right now. Nice, James. At least some people here are slaying it today. Nice, Rick. CNET, when I saw this one sell off so aggressively, I was losing a lot of enthusiasm for it. And that's why I decided not to trade this one more time. Because usually we'll get some sort of, pop back to the upside, some sort of bounce or something like that. This thing sold off so much that I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to try a second dip trade on this one because that was an unusual amount of sell off. XBIO still dipping. QS also has some really aggressive sell-offs. I'm not a big fan of buying the pullbacks on this one. That's what happened to me yesterday, if you guys remember that. We bought QS on a bit of a pullback right here. And again, this one also sold off much stronger than I would have ever assumed a ticker like this to sell off. So just be really careful on some of these. Let's say 8% so far. Wow, yeah, laser, what is going on here? It's all these SPACs, man, all of these SPACs are just like, boom. Well, I guess it's not a SPAC anymore, but a recent converted SPAC, I should say. It's actually funny. Left says investors should be buying VLDR, Velodyne LiDAR, and that's exactly the opposite of what Kramer said. Kind of interesting. Kramer said people should be selling VLDR and buying LAZR. So it's, you gotta, you know, do your own due diligence and kind of know why. You know, if this one has a healthy pullback, though, right now it's on an uptrending cycle. I actually really like how this one looks. I would have to do more due diligence on this one, obviously. But at the same time, I like a competitor in a hot sector while the other ticker is overextended. And this one has a little bit more possible upside potential at the current moment. So I feel like buying VLDR on a healthy pullback under 18 actually would probably be somewhat of a good trade. So I'll go ahead and place the limit order just so I don't forget. $65. I'll do 75. I'll go with the quarter. This is our swing trade account, $3,000 position size, starter size. So if we do get filled, I'd be pretty happy with this area. If it goes back below 19, I would accumulate here a little bit as well. These are two hot tickers, VLDR and LAZR, both of which I want to buy. Unfortunately, LAZR I was sandbagging on, and I was trying to buy it ideally below $30, and literally it goes up pretty much over 80% since then. So as this one pulls back, their competitor might rally just a little bit more. And I'm looking to obviously wait for a bit of a 9 EMA pullback. We have a huge volume breakout, so I feel like this is a pretty good risk reward. Your possible upside here about 28%, possible downside till maybe I'd want to think about cutting losses about 12%. So I feel like VLDR is actually a pretty good ticker right now, and as it sells off, I'd probably feel even more confident just accumulating a little bit lower. Today has been a freaking crazy day. Just absolutely all over the place. Yeah, QS. This is what I mean. QS's pullbacks are always like a little bit more wild than you typically expect. So gotta be really careful with QS if you're day trading it. XBIO selling off again. RKT. RCKT, sorry about that. It's a big old move this large ticker had. NTEC with that failed breakout of VWAP, no surprise there. CNET really low. THCB, interesting move it's had so far. Breakout. Whew, man, what a day today. If I wrap up trading right now, we would literally be on a full-on break even. Up $2. I was up $300 pre-market, gave it all back, and then I was up again $300 and gave it all back on my last trade with CNET. So I think today I might have to clean it up at that. I don't know. I'll think about it. If we see a good opportunity, I don't mind still trading. But right now, I kind of feel like I'd be forcing a trade, and I don't know. We'll see. Oh yeah, GLSI. This is a Looney Tune ticker. I'm gonna quickly fill up my tea, run to the restroom, and I'll be right back. Tyler, that's a classic thing to say. Daryl, I think you're just trying to give everyone FOMO right now, because I think we've all been talking about QS this whole time, and then you just come in with hopefully everyone held KCAC after the merger with QS. Well, yeah, about that. But yeah, congrats, man. That's a sweet hold.
Somebody got it.
CRIs did another offering. Man, these guys are pooping out offerings like it's their job. Don't they have some other business to do?
It's too profitable. I wonder how much money of these specs sticks with them when they do start all the time.
Right now it's 10:15. They came out with the news at 10:12. $148 million common stock offering. Price. Yeah, well, I don't really blame this ticker though, guys, because I mean, they have some interesting research they're working on. They need to raise capital, so I mean that's just how it goes. I mean, Tesla also did offerings, and they're trying to expand. That's what the whole that's what the market's for, right? But whew, as an investor, I'd be shaky on these tickers, and as a day trader, you know, these offerings coming out at like 10 a.m. is just it's rough because you get stuck in these nasty moves. So it's always, it feels extra nasty as a trader with these offerings. Yeah, Daryl, I did almost the opposite trade. I was long KCAC. Where was that? Around no, wait, hold on. What was that? It was, I bought a bunch at 15, no, 14.5. Then we held through this dip, and then I sold almost all of it on this big pop to the upside around 20. So that was a pretty sweet return. I was up 40%. But then from 20 it goes to 80, and I'm like, oh man, talk about selling too soon. But yeah, the whole time I wanted to buy back on this ticker, but yeah, besides this pullback here to 30, that was the opportunity of a lifetime. Went up almost 180% after that. CNET, you guys are calling out. For anyone that's new here, we will be coming, or anyone that just tuned in, we're going to be doing a little bit of a mini live stream later today at 1 p.m. We're all going to be throwing out our favorite cannabis tickers for about 30 minutes. We're going to be building a watch list together. So get your favorite cannabis ticker ready to go. Maybe do a little bit of research so you can throw out more than just a ticker. And then we'll be adding it to the watch list. So it'll be a fun little thing that we want to do today. And I can make a follow-up video on that stream down the road as well. So yeah, Paul, probably everyone will call out the same tickers. But hey, if everyone calls out the same tickers, that's also, you know, a little bit of a social justification. So that's good. It means there's a lot of momentum behind it. If there's 20 people and there's 20 different tickers, I'd be a little bit overwhelmed. Yeah, that's true. It's not going to be like Oktoberfest where we all crack a beer together. This is going to be like, we're going to talk about tickers, not do something that YouTube will not approve of. I'm going to give it at least another 10 minutes here, and then we'll see where we want to take it from there. Probably wrap it up. Yeah, Till says a beer. Well, it wasn't that many beers. I'm watching XBIO on my second screen, QS on my main screen with you guys. And just flipping through some tickers as well. NTEC had a pretty expected sell-off here. I'm kind of disappointed that TD Ameritrade's not showing our trades again, because today would have been a really good day to review some of these trades, but that's what Trade Journal's for. MMEDF, no, I have not. Yeah, it's a good little rally here. Dosing effects of LSD. With anxiety disorder. Ego dissolution. There's some pretty interesting terminology being thrown around here. Actively preparing project. Using LSD to treat anxiety disorders, man, that's an interesting approach here. These compounding societies or anxieties for Project Lucy. Have you guys ever watched the movie Lucy? It's a really good movie. Apparently Lucy is the name of the first monkey or human monkey, Homo sapien, I should say, maybe, I don't know, ever discovered. Human monkey. I don't know. I forgot the name of. Yeah, with Scarlett Johansson. That's the movie. They're really good. Could be a great swing trade. I would have to do more research to hold this one, but you know, it's an interesting area for research for sure. And it's a bit of a hot topic as well. Jared, that's so bad. Look at this, QS. This is exactly what I was saying why I did not buy the dip. Every time QS has these kind of larger pullbacks, it's always extra wicked. So at first I was like, man, typically I would be buying here at 80. Then I was like, no way. And then I was talking about a different ticker on this sell-off. Maybe I would have done a VWAP bounce, because that's, you know, a little bit more something I would consider on QS, especially after I had a larger sell-off on a pretty large ticker as well. But yeah, you want to be a little bit more careful on these kind of tickers. Plus today we've been selling sell-offs across the board. I mean, just look at CNET. Eugene. So true. So true. NTEC is no better off. Wow, today was really not a day to be buying dips. It was not a day to really join some of these tickers a little bit late to the rally to the upside. Pre-market, we had some good trading, but once it was over, man, whew. XBIO had a really nice open. I should have got more aggressive on the XBIO open. I think that could have made a better trading day. Yeah, Jeffrey, the new laptop makes a world of difference. $24 ago. Well, tomorrow is the Airbnb IPO that we're going to be watching. We could even maybe consider streaming that as well. Might be kind of fun. DoorDash. Does DoorDash IPO tomorrow as well? Opening bell on the 9th. Or maybe it's later today. Yeah, feel free to share, Eric. Always interesting if you found anything. Mika says DoorDash is IPOing later this afternoon. Looks like it's oversubscribed. Ugh. Buying oversubscribed IPOs is always extra stressful. But you can see it's been kind of going up in their price target just consistently. Here's another one, goes from 75 to 85. Now it's already at 130. So I would be cautious. I would wait for maybe to come back to below 100 before I go long dash. This could easily have a nice little, 50% run up though after the IPO. Eric, you can't link videos here, but feel free to add it to the Discord for sure. I could even pull it up as well. There's definitely a lot of tweaks you guys can do with the settings on TOS. I think I've played around with it quite a bit. You guys seen me edit some of the settings as well, but I don't think I have a video on it. When you start up, you could change your the amount of CPU or just the amount of power that TD Ameritrade gets. Yep. We had a high today of 295 viewers, so welcome to all the new people. That's awesome. Today was a bit of a rough trading day for me personally, but it is what it is. Every day is a little bit different. Luckily, we didn't have a red day, but we were pretty much up on that just slightly. So let's do a little bit of a midday recap here and just kind of review what happened today and maybe even focus on where things went wrong, because that's really what happened to me today. Just a lot of trading, I think, that went wrong. I traded XBIO, RCON, NTEC, and CNET. All of these were top gappers. They're rotating which one was in the top spot again and again. We could review CNET first. So, we're ending the day up $2.73. It's actually crazy. I was up today $300 pre-market at like 7:50 a.m. And then I had one trade and I gave back all of that. And then I, worked my way back up to $300 profit today. And then again, one trade with CNET, I gave back all of that. So, if I just traded two trades less, it could have been a $600 green day, but you never know. You never know which ones sometimes are going to be the green ones, red ones, which ones flush harder. You got to cut your losses. The one thing I did right on CNET was cut my losses, although I could have even cut it sooner. So CNET, let's quickly check out what this ticker is up to and if we want to keep trading it at one point, maybe. Chinese advertising company, classic Chinese companies get me all the time. Live streaming platform. It looks like they're jumping on all the hot stuff, blockchain infrastructure platform, yada yada. What I like about this one is, it has a catalyst. It has a nice 16 million flow, 32 million market cap. Everything was looking pretty decent on this ticker, so that's kind of what I liked about it. I didn't want to, go overly biased on it, but I did like what we were seeing here. We had a nice first leg to the upside. We had consolidation, and I was like, this one has a really good opportunity for that second leg to the upside. I was a little bit nervous that, in the past we've had a lot of these failed spikes, but we had such good relative volume today that I was like, man, this one has that big opportunity to, break through new highs, which technically it did pre-market, but it kind of happened all at one point. We got a nice little pullback trade here pre-market, nothing too wild, but nice little base hit. And then the market opened, and we did our next trade on CNET. I wanted to trade it in these areas here. Right here on this pullback is really where I should have traded it. Originally, I wanted the red to green move here to the support zone and trade a reversal. So nothing that I was originally looking for ended up happening, and then I eventually started buying this break of a double bottom, which sometimes is a great entry because it just cracks it a little bit, and then it has a nice little pop back to the 9 EMA. So that's what I was kind of doing here. Unfortunately, it kept on selling off, and then right around 250, I ended up just cutting my losses, which in the end was a good thing because, it sold off another 14-15%. Technically, maybe even 9% before a little bit of a bounce here, but yeah, how to manage my risk on this one, and yeah, it just kept on selling off. Pretty nasty ticker here. The next ticker, NTEC, up 40 bucks on this one. Wow, what a day today. It's really one of those days where you just spin your wheels here. But I'm happy to hear that some of you guys did pretty well today, so that's good. What I was nervous on NTC is all these red volume spikes. They were really kind of freaking me out. I was like, man, this thing is really selling off here. It looks like all the spikes are on sell volume. I'm not super stoked about that. So Israel biotech company, 3 million float. They had collaboration news with a different pharma company. So I was like, okay, that's kind of nice. Long term, this one's pretty rough, but most biotechs are. Big resistance right around 755, so I was thinking maybe we'll at least reach 7 or so again, but we did not get that. So we had that high of 8.7. Ever since then, this one was kind of pulling off. So we opened up, had a nice little red to green move here. I did this pop. This was a nice little trade, and I don't think I traded it anymore. I wanted to trade it one more time here. I was actually red on this trade. I don't really remember where I traded it pre-market, but I did do a little bit of trading on this one at one point. We could actually look it up. Let's quickly look it up. Filled orders. Ooh-wee. Look at all these trades we did today. And NTCE, here we go, at 741 at 627. 741. Here we go. 741. 627. 741. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So we bought this 741. We bought it right here, and I sold right again. So that was a really quick breakout trade. Unfortunately, it's not popping up on the chart, but talk about should have just held this one, huh? That would have been a 40% move. So lately, guys, and this is nothing new. Getting aggressive early, buying into those breakouts, and then kind of just being done with it, because the selling off lately, the dip buying has been very, very tricky, which is tough because dip buying is kind of my bread and butter strategy on, most days. So on days like today, sometimes I have that urge to do a little bit of dip buying because I'm like, okay, well, let's get back to the basics. And, just like we saw with CNET, it's just not what you want to be doing on a day like today. So yeah, tough. Let's go here, talk about RCON. RCON was a ticker I was never really too excited about. Had a nice base around 2.5 pre-market. I don't even really remember where we traded this one. Oh, TD, why don't you just show our trades? RCON, looks like I traded a lot right at the market open. So at 721, I traded it, and 723, I traded it. So yeah, this was pretty early in the morning. 721. So yeah, we had a pullback here I traded, and then it looks like I traded it one more time on another pullback in that area. Yeah, I think the first one I trade here, I was looking for a break above 3.5, didn't get that one, closed it right away, and then I traded it again in this area. Surprising that actually RCON, we walked away with some decent profits because I felt like these two trades were pretty sketchy. So I think today maybe my trading was just not there. Quick little review on RCON as well. Chinese oil and gas company, 4 million float, doesn't have a catalyst. Long-term chart, pretty rough as well. Huge resistance right here at 3. So we were over that big resistance though, and we we're looking to break a new resistance at 3.5. So that was kind of maybe aggressive, but could have worked on another day. XBIO, this was the one that popped up a little bit late, but ended up being really nice. USA Biotech, 5 million float, 7 million market cap, phase 3 clinical trial. So they announced positive data from their partner. I don't know. Clearly didn't hold up very well because where is it? Early XBIO had that big pop to the upside, and then it's kind of been selling off ever since. But high relative volume here. I was still looking for this one to run to maybe 6. It is holding its highs pretty well, so maybe it's on the first leg. Hard to say. This one had the nicest open, so we could talk about that a little bit more. Pre-market, traded it twice here. You guys saw this one actually. I think it was live. We traded a potential breakout past 4. We didn't have the continuation, so I closed. Then I traded the pullback under 4, which was my original trade. Took a small profit on that one. Was kind of nervous on XBIO. One sec. Was kind of nervous on XBIO on the open. So I didn't trade this nice breakout or the pullback here, both of which could have been phenomenal trades. And then this one ripped past 4-5, which should have been a big buy indicator, especially with that nice volume. This was the one to be really focusing on. There was like a few good opportunities today. So, good lessons to be learned. Ooh. Good lessons, and that lesson is really just get aggressive early on, especially on a super hot market where we have multiple tickers all up over 100% pre-market. There's really not a lot of time to be sandbagging because you're only going to get 1 or 2 opportunities, and then once the volume starts fading and things are getting a little bit choppy and overextended, then just be like, what, I'm done trading. Here we go, XBIO trying to pop again here. I like it. This one's held the highest the best. Good to see that activity. 938. Good volume increase here. It could be worth trading again. We've been seeing a lot of moves lately, getting hotter after 10:30, getting closer to 11. Watching XBIO, could be possible entry. Very light pullback there. I would not be surprised if we cracked through this last high here at 520. Markets are all slightly red, which is usually a pretty good day trading condition. Holding this area all right. Nice, Micah. Happy to hear. We could talk about the laptop in a little bit. With XBIO, I wouldn't really want to be buying it near the highs because of that last flush. It really would make me a little bit nervous. But I like the bigger volume on this ticker. That USA Biotech. Lead gapper today. Had that 400% rally. Absolutely insane. This is one of those tickers that has the potential to keep on going. I missed this possible move right here. This was a nice breakout, passed back above VWAP with decent volume. Buying that pullback would have been a good ticket. Nice 9 EMA pullback. Selling off a little bit harder though. Sell off is light. Possible entry at 89. Sell off again. 85 possible entry. Looking for a move back above. Didn't get filled a few times here. Could keep selling off back to VWAP. You want to be kind of careful. I'd be looking for a move back above 5. Don't think I'm going to trade this one. Interesting stuff. I like the opportunity here. The sell volume increased a little bit more than I would have been comfortable with. I wanted an entry in the 80s. I probably would have sold right away. I don't think I would have held this really long. Could have walked away with another 2% profit or so. So yeah, could have worked. Wait, what's going on here? It's a little bit maybe more of a sell-off. We've had big sell-offs on this ticker before. Bigger volume kind of coming in though again. Again, went right into the area I would have kind of been interested in buying this one. I'd be waiting for that move back above 5. Not sure if we're going to be seeing it. So today we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to announce it again here at 1 p.m., guys. 1 p.m. Let's go ahead and actually set it up right now. Let me say schedule stream. I'm going to say 1 p.m. local time. So that's Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to talk about... We're going to talk. What are we going to talk about, Alex? I'll tell you right now. Hold on, let me think about this for a second. What word should we use? Wheat stocks or cannabis stocks? What are the best cannabis stocks? Or what are your favorite cannabis stocks? What do you guys want the title to be called? Dang, everyone's coming out with the freaking word pot. Best chronic stocks. Yeah, you guys are just a bunch of savages. All right, we'll do... All right, I'll do pot stocks. Should I do what are the best pot stocks or what are your favorite pot stocks? Or the best? No, we'll just keep it simple. What are the best pot stocks? Let's just keep it simple. All right, December 9th at 1 p.m. I'll see you guys here again if you are curious. I do need to change the thumbnail, so I guess I'll just remove the thumbnail for now and then I'll... This is gonna be fun. We've never done this before, I think. Not now. So if you guys are curious, just timestamp it, or you can already maybe open it on a second screen or something like that. I will change the thumbnail and all that stuff at one point. Actually, you know what? Let's make a fun little thumbnail right now. Wait. Pod leaf. Oh boy, this is YouTube is not gonna like me for this, but that's just life. That's a kind of a fun one. Should we just throw this on the nice move on XBIO. I just saw that as well. Who's long? Big move here. Love seeing this action. Could be a potential trade. Just watching it lightly. Good pullback there at 5.5. Wonder if we're going to get a move below 40, below 450. Small size here on XBIO, possibly at 48. Small size at 44. Very small size. Looking for that break back above to a new high ideally. Selling. Was thinking maybe it's going to dip again. Maybe we have another opportunity to get a better entry. Wanted a full size. Fairly quick trade there. Could see a bigger pullback or bigger breakout now. This is a nice move. Could easily keep ripping here. Nice energy in this ticker. Holding its highs well. Light sell volume. I had a small size on that first trade, about 2.5, 2.6, 2.7 thousand. Yeah, still selling off here a little bit, trying to hold. Watching XBIO. $44 looks like a lot of buyers there. XBIO, moment to shine right here at 560. Let's see what happens. It's going to break that key 440 zone. It's holding this area really well. Maybe it's going to have a quick little fake out. I don't know. It's hard to say. Really, really hard to say. Boom! 562 getting chipped. Who's long this ticker? This is perfect bull flag right now. Possible break past 585. Whoa, Jeff! Jeff the 420 chef. How did he know to check this out today when we're going to be talking about cannabis tickers a little bit later today at 1 p.m.? That's so funny. XBIO would have been a phenomenal second entry. I was waiting for a little bit more of a sell-off, and then was looking to buy the reversal on the order book. That was kind of my plan. I don't really feel like chasing it now because I've seen XBIO flush a few times in the past. Right here was the former flush. So, oh my lord, literally as I'm talking about XBIO flushing, I mean, that's literally exactly what I was saying. Want to be careful on this ticker. I don't know. I'll probably be done with day trading today. That last trade might have put us back a little bit. Man, what a day today, huh? We were up 300, then we gave it all back. Up 300 again, gave it all back. Made 70 bucks. Could have got stuck in a flush and had a huge red day. Today's not my trading day, guys. I did some pretty sloppy trading today, but I think I avoided a lot of big losers and a lot of risky stuff. I cut my losses. Yesterday was a really nice day. We were up over 800 bucks, so can't complain. You know, you have some winners, you have some losers. I'm green today, even though we had a bunch of losers. So I think overall, I'm pretty happy with the situation. Be really careful, guys, buying the dips today. XBIO. There's no guarantee that's going to come back. This could be a bigger sell-off. There's a lot of strength on this last dip. Maybe there's an offering coming out. Maybe there's some pending news. Just be really careful with tickers like this, guys. You're really playing with fire when it's no longer going to the upside. So that's how I lost a lot of my money today. So I mean, it's old stuff. We know this, but it's so easy to get carried away in these trades. So man, nasty stuff here. So looks like today we're wrapping up 77 bucks, which well, enough to buy some cannabis, right? All right, so let's go back here let's get the thumbnail ready for today's afternoon stream. I'm not really sure what we're gonna do. I'll probably update it a few more times. Whoops, looks like everything just disappeared. But for now, it'll look something like with a giant cannabis thing in the middle. So what should I call it? Building. Oh, this is ridiculous. I don't know. I don't know really what to call it right now. Obviously, I'm going to be changing this up, but just for a quick little thumbnail, so we all can identify this stream from the other streams, I'll kind of leave it up here for now like this. And you know what? Something like that. I don't know. This is a little bit ridiculous. All right, guys. If I get a warning on YouTube, it's not my fault. Okay, so let me quickly download this one. Update my pick to a mustache. Ah, Jeff, I actually like that. The wake and bake watch list. You guys are much more creative than I am. This is why I decided to do it live, because I figured you guys were gonna just have much better ideas than me. Why is this not going full screen? Here we go. Okay, so here we go. Wake and bake, watch list, Kush talks from Christopher. That's a good one too. Oh, what just happened? You know what? Let me just download this again. I probably will change this. I just want to show you guys that what the design will probably look like, just because trying to make things a little bit easier for you guys to find the stream. Not that you guys probably don't know how to find it, but you know, we do what we can here for the community. Save. All right, so if you guys go to the YouTube channel and you click on home, you can see it now, upcoming live stream. It's scheduled for 1 p.m. Just go ahead and smash the like button. No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to do that, but you know, it's not the worst idea. And then upcoming live streams, you see it here. This is the one that's going to be happening. This is the one that's going on right now. We'll pretty much be wrapping up with this live stream now. Again, if you guys do have a cannabis ticker you would like to talk about, don't forget, we're going to be going live at 1 p.m. Otherwise, I'll be coming out with probably a recap video on this one a few days later, where we dive maybe into the top 3 a little bit more. So I'll see you guys for that. Anything else worth talking about here? I mean, we're pretty much wrapping it up. It's 10:59. Don't forget, guys, if you are totally new here and you want to learn more a little bit about trading, we do have a whole entire foundation video series right here. It'll take 1 to 2 hours. Here's our stock checklist. Here's our Discord group, Facebook group, Trade Journal's merch store. We got our sponsors right here, Weeple and Yoda Savings Bank. You can find all this information under tradejournal.co/connect. That is that first link under the video description. Today was a heck of a trading day. I was a little bit sloppy today, but I think I'm kind of content walking away with a little bit of green for sure. Whew. All right. Let me see on the chat room, see if I'm missing anything. Oh man, QS, guys. QS makes me want to cry. Hit a high of 87.5. I can't believe it. I absolutely cannot believe it. I'll give Jeff a little shout out here too, because he gave me these last 2 pot tickers that we're going to be talking about as well. So if you guys are into pot or cannabis consumption and you know, edibles, he's a phenomenal chef I met in New York City, and he was actually my neighbor, and so it was a crazy time. So give Jeff a check out his Instagram. He's got some real good goodies there and good baking tips. So if you guys are interested in that, he's definitely the person to follow. And wait, wow, oh my god, I thought that was on my main screen this whole time. Kush talks. I do like that one. Yeah, Brent, I saw you ask which do I make my thumbnails with. I use Canva. I kind of switch it up every now and then, but Canva I really like how streamlined it is. I was using for quite a long time Visme, Visme as well. I like a few of their features, but it's a bit more kind of old school looking as well. Yeah, I gotta also check my Instagram a little bit more. I see a lot of you guys DM me, so I was trying to get through some of that pre-market today. All right, so yeah, I think we're gonna be pretty much wrapping it up here. Hopefully, I see some of you guys again then at 1 p.m. And otherwise, be careful out there. It's been a heck of a trading day. I'm a little bit worried we're gonna see more offerings. Who knows? My brother uses Photoshop from South Florida Fishing Channel. He's almost breaking 100,000 subs. So my brother is he's much better at Photoshop than I am. So it takes a little bit of practice. Canva, you can kind of get out of the door a little bit faster. If you guys haven't checked out that video, sinking 10 miles offshore, where the Coast Guard had to save us. That's got 70,000 views now. It's been quite a hit. So
Google Fi, a phone plan by Google.
So definitely check it out if you haven't done so already. All right, guys, I'm gonna take a break. Maybe do a little bit of fitness, have a lunch/breakfast. I didn't really eat much this morning, and get my pot tickers ready to go. So I have something to share with you guys. So I'll see you guys then for the second live stream of the day. It's gonna be a short one, only like 30 minutes, maybe 45 if we go over. I'm gonna try to keep it really condensed, just for the people on the playback. And Harley is tempting me again with JETS. Oh man. Oh man, oh man. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Man, I would love if this ticker had a failed high here to hold its highs. If it breaks 23, I could easily see this going lower to like 22.5 or so. You know what, Harley? Just because you're absolutely right about me needing to get more aggressive on this ticker, I'm going to go to my swing trade account. I'm going to go with 150, I believe, shares. Good till cancel. And remember, we just actually put a limit order for VLDR on this account as well. So I would like to see this thing break 23. And then we have huge support between 22 and another ceiling at 23 roughly. So if we can get a medium price on this one, I think I would be pretty happy with that. So we'll just increase this to about 150, 155, good till cancel. That would be about a $3.3 thousand position size, which is pretty solid for our swing trading account. I'll go ahead and put that limit order here as well. Okay, guys, enough lingering for me. I'm out of here. I could probably even move it below 22. Man. Part of me wants to do that. Well, if I adjust it, you guys will know pretty soon after. So I might move it to 22 something. Wouldn't be the worst idea. What, 33 for now. Put the leaf on the computer. All right. Man, I've been talking about buying jets almost every single day. It's an airline ETF that I've been pretty stoked about for quite some time. And I kept on missing the bigger moves to the upside. I may or may not keep adjusting this trade, but It's had a nice move. The airline industry is looking like it's recovering, and I feel like there's more upside on this one than potential downside. But again, I'm not going with full size, so if I got filled here and it kept on selling off, I would be averaging down. But for now, I really do like the upside potential on JETS. Okay, guys, I am out of here. Don't forget, check out our live stream that's going to be coming out at 1 p.m. I will see you guys then. Like always, stay safe and make some awesome trades. Don't do anything too silly. It's been a hot day, and if you're walking away green today, congrats, and try to keep on those profits because, man, whew. Nice, David. Honestly, I would be stoking with that ending today. I'm up today a little bit, but overall, both of us are having scratches today, so nice. See you guys. See you next time, and